Good morning, everybody. Robin and I are at the coffee joint right now, which is a little coffee and pastry shop in Athens. And today we are going to be doing a DIY food tour that we're so excited about. So you guys are going to come along and see what we get. Okay, so last night Marissa and I sat down and we did some research on traditional Greek foods. Turns out we've actually eaten a lot of what was on the list already, so we tried to choose stuff that we haven't had before. So for breakfast, we are going to be trying Greek coffee, which I've had, but Marissa hasn't, and we thought it was a nice way to start it off. And then we are having bougatsa, as well as we were trying to look for something called, I'm looking down because it's a big word, Pseudopita. So we asked her, the person working here, and she said they don't have it. So we looked at pastries that they do have, and we ended up with something that they call a Greek like cheese pastry, but it's got olives and tomatoes, so it's kind of like a Greek salad in a pastry. So we thought that sounded super cool. And then something that was on our list that we were gonna get, but only if the other two didn't work out, they actually brought to us complimentary, which is really sweet of them. So we also have kulori to try too.
You're welcome.
Perfect.
Enjoy.
Thank you. We're gonna start off with the Greek coffee. Now, I had this before when we were in Athens the first time. It's definitely a very strong coffee, but I just got a single. Last time I got a double and that was too much for me, so I'm gonna try this one. If you like strong coffee, like I think you'd really enjoy the Greek coffee, but if you're not a coffee person, this might be too much for you, but I really like it. Okay, I'm gonna try the Greek coffee for the first time. That's really good. I'm glad there's some sugar in it, but to me it feels like thicker almost. It is?
Yeah, it's like a thicker coffee.
Yeah, I really like it though. Okay, so the first pastry that we're gonna have is the sweet pastry bougatsa. So bougatsa is a custard-filled pastry with icing sugar, and the other ones I had, oh yeah, there is cinnamon on this one. So there's icing sugar and cinnamon on it, and it's got lots of custard filling inside. So yummy. I've had this before, so we had to get it. Love it. This to me would be like dessert. Marissa eats it for breakfast. This is super, super yummy, but I would eat this as dessert. So the next thing that we're gonna try is the Greek pie that's filled with cheese and tomatoes and olives. And I think that's it. We'll see. And it looks like it has some sesame seeds sprinkled on top. Big bite? It was too big. It's a very interesting taste. Like it's definitely not something that we've had before. You can really taste the olives and the tomatoes in it, and it's kind of coated in this flaky, buttery, like pastry on top. So it's really yummy. It's definitely a savory breakfast. So I'm not a big savory person, but I'm gonna give it a shot for breakfast anyways. I've also never had an olive in my life, so
Which is crazy.
I'm kind of scared to try it, but I feel like I have to. The peer pressure is real from Robin right now. It's all right. You can have majority of it though. All right, the third thing we're having today is the kulori. So I think it's just kind of bread with sesame seeds on it, but
I've seen and heard a lot of people talk about that it's kind of tradition that you have it with your Greek coffee in the morning. So it's good that we're having it with our Greek coffee this morning. Okay, a lot crispier. That's good. It's like a baguette, I'd say.
Wow, that's crispy.
Mm-hmm.
That is really crispy. I like it though. I mean, it's not like it's jam-packed full of flavor. It's bread.
Mm-hmm.
But it's thin enough and like twisted that it kind of has the texture of like toast, but you get the sesame seed flavor to it. It's really yummy. I definitely eat this with coffee in the morning.
So full.
Thank you.
I want to give you something. This is for you, for the road. One purple, one pink.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Mineral water, only the bottles are colored.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Thank you very, very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that is the sweetest lady ever. If you are in this area of Athens, you have to go to Coffee Joint. We'll put the link, if they have a website, in the description below.
The sweetest lady, and man there too, but the lady was helping us mostly. Oh my goodness.
She was so cute. She was so happy when we came in and just so nice. Her English was so good, so we had a really good talk. And she gave us water when we were leaving, on top of the complimentary baking that she gave us. So it was such a good breakfast.
And now Robin and I are back at our Airbnb. We are just going to hang out, digest a little bit, and then we're gonna head out for lunch later. We have a friend joining us for lunch. All right, so for our lunch, we are going to get some tzatziki and pita bread to go with it. So in tzatziki, it's typically like a strained yogurt, and then it has some cucumbers, some shredded cucumbers in it, and then olive oil and garlic, salt, and pepper. And then there's a lovely looking olive on top that Robin can eat. So we're gonna give it a try. The pita bread is hot. Hot, hot. Oh my The tzatziki is awesome. I can definitely taste the garlic, which is great. I love garlic. And the tzatziki itself is really cold. The pita bread is on fire in my hand right now. So I like having the cold and hot contrast. Super good. We'll continue to eat this.
It was absolutely delicious, but I think every bite we had was like 2/3 tzatziki and then 1/3 pita bread. But it was still really good. Okay, so on the way back, we stopped at the superstore because tomorrow is probably gonna be our most expensive day. The ferry costs 40 euros to get to our next destination, and then with accommodation, like, we're already way over budget, so we're taking advantage of the superstore while we can. I picked up some breakfast for me tomorrow. So this is a chocolate-filled croissant, and it was like 82 cents? No, this one was like 25 cents. This one was very, very cheap, so I'm curious how it'll taste. And then to get me through the rest of the day until supper time, I am trying 2 different protein bars. So hopefully at least one of them is good.
And at the grocery store, I got myself a protein bar that I'll have for breakfast. I'll probably get a coffee too in the morning. And then for my snack on our 5-hour ferry, I got myself a healthy can of Pringles. So I'll just pick on those the whole day. Before we head out, we're just gonna add one more dessert here. We think it's pronounced loukoumades, which is a Greek traditional donut.
That view just does not get old. Okay, so we've made our way back in the same area of Athens that we were actually staying at the first time we were here. And we're at a restaurant that I don't know how to pronounce, so we'll put a picture up. But we have ordered the patizio, and then we'd also ordered fried zucchini. So we're very, very excited for them to come.
Okay, so originally on our list we have zucchini fritters, which is a traditional Greek dish to get, but it looks like they're more so in the form of a fry, so I guess that's what we will try. So I'll give it a go. Zucchini cut up in fry form, so they're not the fritters, but we'll try it. Robin. Oh my gosh.
What do they
These are
taste
good.
like? Is it just fried zucchini?
I love cooked zucchini, so this is so yummy. I would eat these over fries for sure.
These are nowhere near what we were supposed to get, but they are so good. So, well, it's like a kind of a win, just not traditional. That did not take long at all. Now on to this one. Okay, so next up is the main meal that we're having, which is the patizio. It is kind of similar looking to a moussaka, except that there's the layer of minced meat, and then there's some noodles underneath, and I think this is potatoes on top. I don't know. I didn't really read what was in it, but I'll try. Kind of reminds me of a lasagna. That's really yummy. Kind of reminds me of like a hamburger helper, but then layered on top with like potatoes, and it's like baked and stuff like that. It's really good.
So this is gonna be my first main meat dish. I've had like the odd bite of Robin's, but I've been a little nervous to dig into meat right away since I am vegetarian. But so this is gonna be kind of my first thing. So I'll give it a try. Yeah, I get like a lasagna, but not a whole lot of sauce. But it's very good. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah, we cleaned up all right.
And we still have more to eat tonight, so we gotta walk it off. Okay, we are being treated so good in Greece so far. We asked for the bill and they came out with some little dessert. So I don't know what it is. It looks like chocolate pudding. It's what it looks like. What is it? That's so yummy. It's like
A mousse?
it kind of. Yes, that's what it is. It's a mousse. I was like, it's not pudding. It's like light and airy, and it's very chocolatey.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh yeah, it's like fluffy. Wow, that is very good. Ooh, I don't think I've ever had anything like this. Yeah, that's hitting the right spot.
Okay, so we just finished up supper, which was super delicious.
So good.
But now we are speed walking to our next stop. It said it was gonna rain all day, and it didn't rain. And then I checked the weather and it said it wasn't gonna rain, so I didn't bring my raincoat, and it's starting to rain right now, so it's time to pick up the pace a little bit.
Oh, I felt a couple more.
Oh, jeez.
We are almost at our dessert stop. Look at our little romantic dessert spot.
I know.
So we are at the Yosemite, I think, for our dessert. I'm very excited because we are going to be trying a traditional Greek orange pie dish.
No wonder why we're cold. There's no wall. And the door is open. But there's no wall up there. Candle will keep us
Ooh,
warm.
it's toasty. If anyone knows what this vanilla fondant served in a glass of cold water is for €2, I would like to know. Because I'm so confused. All right, so we just got our yummy orange cake, which is called Porto Calopita, I think. So I am very excited to try this. This caught my eye right away when we got here. I'm so excited. So it's kind of like a spongy orange cake, is what I understand from the description.
Is it good?
That is so good, Robin. Oh my goodness.
I'm not really an orange person, so I'm a little bit hesitant. I know.
Well, I can eat the whole thing if you want.
It's good, eh? If not, okay. Well, for me, I guess. It tastes like a really good orange sponge cake. I just don't really like sponge cakes or orange flavored things. So this might be Narissa's dessert, but mine is coming next.
That is okay with me. So I cleaned up the plate. Robin didn't have as much as it is me, but it was so delicious. I definitely need to learn how to make that at home, or I'll get my friend McKenna to learn how to make it for me. Because it was so good. And Robin and I have one more stop because Robin needs her dessert, I guess. I'm sorry.
I was so excited. It's closed. It said it was open till 7. No, 10?
Till
It said
10.
it was open till 10. It's not 10. It's
Definitely
closed. So maybe we'll find somewhere else. Okay, so we tried to do a quick lookup to see where else we could get lucamates, and it looks like they're all the way back in the area we just came from, and we're so close to our place that I think we're just gonna start heading back, and then if I find something, I'll stop and get it.
Thank you.
I'm satisfied.
What did you get for your dessert?
Okay, well, I got buttered popcorn for today. And because this isn't as expensive as my dessert was actually going to be, I'm rewarding myself with cookies for the ferry tomorrow.
Home sweet home.
Okay.
Well, that was a very full day of eating. Lots of food.
We have been treated so well in Greece so far. We have met a bunch of really nice people, and they're usually at restaurants. That's usually when we talk to people the most. So we had a really nice day, and we met some very lovely people.
So even though we didn't get everything on our list, we got some things that we weren't originally planning on having, which was fun. And I definitely think it was worth it doing it ourselves versus spending a ton of money on a fancy tour. So I'm really happy with what we did today.
I am still bummed that I didn't get my donuts, but I will get them before we leave Greece, so I'm sure they'll show up in a later vlog. But for now, I'll just have to enjoy my popcorn tonight.
But this is where we're gonna leave you guys because we have to be up super early in the morning. I'm dreading it. So we have to get some shut-eye. So we'll see you guys later. Robin is speed walking.
I don't want to get soaked.
Because she doesn't have a raincoat. But I have a ring on.
Sucnidopita.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Resist.
I wonder if you can dip it.
No.
Oh!
This is not my night.
Oh, the heaviest door ever. Back to our dungeon.